Hello, namaste. Today's Thursday. It's rainy Thursday, so good day to do some midday, lunchtime movement, flow, core. Just going to kind of do a blend. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We'll be starting standing. We'll be doing some Pilates style core moves, standing with some movement. We'll be doing some intensity, so we'll be doing some push-ups, some planks, and it's going to be a total hour and a half. We'll be mixing in stretching yoga here and there, and then more yoga based at the end. What we're going to use today can either be two things, either a bar. Now, not for weights. So this could be if you have a barbell and you just have a pole, something to help balance. If you don't have that, you can put a chair next to you. I have a chair here that we can also use that at the end. With the bar, you got a little bit more balance because the bar can move with you. So when you're stabilizing, you have that bar for assistance, and then it helps you come into poses. Where the chair, if you feel a little unsteady with a bar, you don't have one, you can bring the chair next to you and hold on to the chair. I have the chair there. I'm not going to bring it in unless I need it. I'm going to use this. And we'll be doing some movement. We don't need shoes. We will be doing some flow and some movement. So let's get if you have a ball, either a Pilates ball, or if you have a smaller ball, that's fine, or a ball of yarn. Pilates balls are nice. If they're too big or you need to underinflate them, do so. Or grab something smaller. We'll be doing some resistance, some tension with it also. All right. So again, no sneakers required because we will be getting up and down off the mat, so they could get in the way. And also remember water. You're going to want some water. If you haven't drank any water today, please drink some water before. And then I'll give you cues if anytime you need to stop, take a break. Drink some water. If you need to come back into a stretch or a pose. If there's something that we're doing that you don't feel comfortable doing, please don't do it. Listen to your body. Listen to your doctors. Any restrictions, range of motion, anything like that. Do what you feel right. If at any time during it you need a break, give yourself a break and come back to it. You can also split these up when you go back and do the replay. If you just want to do part of it. That is nice. We're going to kind of have everything flowing together. So it's a yucky day out. What else are we doing? Let's get a nice flowing, balancing, aligning, uniting. Yoga is to unite or yoke body, mind, and spirit. Flow going today. Okay. Oh, looks like it's about time to start. Turn this up a little bit. Keep the bar nearby. And we may not need it. So we're just going to center. Let's come to the front of the mats. Uh-oh. I need my bells. I will be right back. I was on a hike yesterday. We did a little ceremony in the trees, and I had some of my sound tools with me. I forgot to unpack them. you a little bit of time to get ready if you're not already. There. All right. Let's come to the front of our mats. Start to stand up nice and tall. As we start to anchor in, closing our eyes, bring the shoulders up in the ears and let them drop. So we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Feet pointing forward, hip width apart. Feeling the alignment in our spine, connecting heaven and earth. Feel the roots growing into the earth, connecting and spreading with everyone here. We feel a cord at the top of the head pulling us up into the heavens. So we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, expanding and opening up the back of the throat. The Ujjayi breath. Stay here with this breath. Feel this deeper opening as we extend. Feel in the belly, gently opening up like a balloon, filling up with air. Feel the pelvic floor pressing down as we come into the midsection, opening up. Engaging with our diaphragm muscle, expanding through the heart space. The shoulders relax. On the exhale, let the chest deflate. Ribs closed, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises. So this luscious life force, prana, energy, breath, flowing through us, connecting us all. And as the cord at the top of the head pulls us up into the heavens, going deeper, lengthening. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, pull the belly in and up. Alignment in our lives, alignment with our truth. Just smile on our face. We have not smiled today because we got up and thought, it's not a nice day out. Let's use that to our advantage and go within. Start to shake the hands. Shaking the fingers. And then let the arms drop down along our sides. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. Feeling our heart space open up as we breathe into the heart and out from the heart. Breathing in and out with each other, with the earth, with the trees, with the universe, and the planet and the animals. Feel this breath go even deeper. Start to really exaggerate it. The back of the throat, Ujjayi breath. Hear it. Listen to the ocean waves flowing in. Those loud waves. Feel the whole body shifting and opening, expanding. I pulled a card yesterday, and it was forest and breathe. It was telling me I need to breathe more. And I'm doing less of these classes, and I'm losing that connection to the breath. Remember that smile. Now open the palms and place them in front of the hands, or in front of the eyes. And open the eyes into the palms. Now gently pull the palms away, bringing them down. Eyes are open, sweeping your arms up and down. And up, press through the palms and down. And sweeping them up to the side, press through those palms as we sweep them down. Sweeping up and down. Palms facing in, sweeping the arms up and around and down. Bend the knees a little bit, up and around and down. Up and around. As we bend the knees, we don't shift forward through the knees. We sink back through the hips, coming down. Up and around and down. Up and around and down. One more. Up and around. A little bit deeper. Now we're going to bring our palms together, sink into a chair pose. Shoulders pressing down. Feel the fire building in those legs. Knees behind the toes. Pelvic floor is engaged. Spine is long and at an angle. We do not arch or tuck. All right? Pull up pelvic floor up and in. Extend the arms out in front. Bring them out to the side while holding this. Back to center. We're still holding this chair pose. Arms out to the side, core is engaged, and back to center. Feel that fire building. Out to the side and back to center. Sweeping up and down and up. A little bit deeper down. And a little squat down. Up. Now stay here. Bring the hands behind the back and off the fingers. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. We're going to do a little twist. On the exhale, quarter of a turn to the right. Back to center as we breathe in. Exhale, quarter of a turn to the left. And back to center. And release. Just start to shake the hands. Shake the arms. Start to shake the hips. Bring those arms up and down. Remember, we're rooted in. Shake the booty. Everything's kind of shaking now. Shake the torso. Shaking it and moving it. Whole body starting to get that energy flowing. Activate all our systems. Let's do one more. Feel those vibrations shaking and coming back to center. I'm going to start to just gently swing our arms. Light tapping. Swing them around, behind the lower back. Kind of like we're gently tapping, activating our internal organs. Very light. Breathing in and out. Let's do 2 more. So if you've been feeling stuck or sluggish, this helps to clear out that stuck energy and start to go back to center. Just going to do a little lifting the heels. So bending at the knees, we're just kind of shifting the hips. The balls of the feet are connected. So lifting the heels. We're stepping without lifting the feet. Now get those hips going a little bit deeper. Now let's plant those feet. We're going to start to create little circles from right to left. So the feet are planted this time, creating those circles. To the right, the front, the left, and back. Right. So see if you can keep the shoulders above the feet. It's like a hula hoop. Right, front, left, back, right, front, left. Feel that core engage. Right, front. Do 2 more this way. Come back to center. Sweep the arms up and down. Bend the knees, hands on our thighs, open up to the chest, round and roll up, tucking the chin, 1 vertebrae at a time. Sweep the arms up and sink down into that chair pose again. Extend the arms. Sweep the arms up and down, up and down. Keep that core engaged, up and around, down. Now we're going to sweep the arms up and down. All right, we're going to start to move those hips again, this time from left to right. Create little figure 8s this time. So bringing that right hip out and that left hip out, and then bringing it back. Let's come back to center. Let's roll the shoulders up and around. Right and left. Right and left. Back to center. We're going to do that rotation of the hips again. Core is engaged. Stand up nice and tall. Shoulders above the hips. Let's bring hips to the left and forward and right and back. Start to get this gentle flow like that hula hoop. You can even place your hands on your shoulders to kind of feel them centering. Feel it here through the core. Left, forward, right, back. Remembering to breathe. Let's do 2 more. In and out. In and out. And let's come back to center. Sweep the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Folding halfway. Hands under thighs. Open up through the chest. As we breathe in, bend the knees. Little standing cat and cow. Round for 2. Open for 2. As we breathe in, exhale, round for 2. Tucking the chin. Open for 2. And round for 2. And open for 2. The knees behind the toes. Round for 2. Breathing in. As we open, exhale, round. Let's stay here. Open up. Now, round and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up. Palms together, hands to heart center. Sink down in that chair pose again. Pull that pelvic floor up and in. Feel that fire activating. Bring the arms down along our sides. We're going to stay here. Keep the core engaged. 3 arm windmills from back to front. Up and around and down. Up and around and down. Don't arch the back. Up and around and down. Let's lower and lift. Like we're pulling something up. Reach and pull. Spread those fingers. Pull. Lower the hips. Keep the knees behind the toes. So we're spreading those palms, and then we're going to bring those elbows back. Pull. We're doing all this without weights. Sliding the arms up the body. Lower. Gaze out in front. Don't worry, we'll be getting our upper body with some push-ups and planks. Lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Let's stay here. Bring the right foot forward, left leg back. Both feet pointing forward. Stabilizing those hips, core is engaged. Check that back heel. Shoulders above the hips. Bring the arms out in front, palms together. Arms out for 2 and in for 2. And out. Only out to the side for 2. Little pyramid pose and in for 2. Core is engaged. Don't arch the back for 2. And in for 2. And out for 2 and in. Now keep the core engaged. Up for 2 and lower for 2 and up for 2 and lower for 2 and up for 2 and lower. Palms are together. 1 more. Up for 2 and lower for 2. Bring the arms out and behind. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. Core is engaged. Pelvic floor is engaged as we come back up. We're going to stay here. We're going to start to shift forward and back. Sweeping the arms up, lift the back heel. Exhale, shifting back, lifting the front toes. Palms facing in. Sweep up and back and up and back and up and back. Stay connected with those back toes. And up and back, little bounce. Now we're going to reach up. Hold this here. Reach up to the sky. Press that back heel down. Check to make sure it's behind. Now bring the fist behind the lower back. Gently press the hips forward. Now that front knee is bent. Standing hip flexor stretch. Bring the elbows back and out and back and out and back and out and back and out. Interlock the fingers, open up through the chest. Coming forward. Keep the spine long. That front knee is bent. Bring our hands to the mat. Bring that left leg back. Watch that front knee, a little spinal twist here. You can drop the knee if you need to or keep it lifted. Left hand under the shoulder. Sweep that right arm up for 2 and down for 2 and up for 2. Looking up towards the sky and down for 2 and up for 2 and down for 2 and up for 2. Let's hold it here. Reaching up. As we breathe in. Bring the arm behind the lower back. Reaching around to that left side. Sweeping that right arm up. Bring the hand to the mat. Bring the left leg back to meet it into a plank. Hold the plank. If you drop to your knees, don't let the belly sag. Core is engaged. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back into a child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, hips back over the heels. Little guidance. If you're in a plank, you can come onto your fists with your thumbs pointing forward. You can use blocks. You can also come onto your forearms. Let's feel this release. Let everything release. Reach out through the fingertips. Receiving a breath, shifting the hips over to the right. Get that stretch through that left side. Or that right side. So we press away from the left side. Coming back to center as we breathe in, shifting over to the left. Pressing away from that right side. Coming back to center, flip our toes, raise our hips in a down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky, release the fingers, relax the shoulders. Let's bend those knees. Lift the heels. So we bring those hips up. We have that nice line. We're going to walk the dog. Lowering the right heel, and the left, and the right, 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 and the left. Bring that right leg up behind. Three-legged down dog. Bring it up in one step. Watch that front knee. Bring that left leg up to meet it. Slowly rolling up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweep the arms up, palms together. Sinking down in the chair. Stay here in chair. I got to open a window. Even though it's cold and damp out. Staying here in chair. Shifting our weight over to that right leg. Lift that left heel. Now if you can, lift that left knee. Little balance, rotate that left foot. 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. See if we can bring that leg across and sink down into a seated one-legged chair. Little balance here. You can use that bar or that chair next to you if you like. Core is engaged, sinking back through the hips. Keep the spine long. Keep that knee behind the toes. Take a breath. Slowly come back up and release. Let's just march a little bit here now, bringing the feet up just a little bit. So before we were just lifting a heel. So now a little bit of a deeper step. Don't worry, we're going to do the other side. Bring that right knee up. Left. Right. Left. Little balance. Right. Think about our posture. Core is engaged, shoulders above the hips. Right. Little crunch. Left. Maybe we can bring those arms with it. Left. Right. Left. And hold. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Do 4. 3. We're gently in control putting the foot down. 2. 1. All right. This time we're going to bring that left foot forward, right leg back. That pyramid pose. Check that back heel. Make sure it's behind the toes. It's not angled in. That's where we get that alignment of the hips. We're aligning ourselves today. Shoulders above the hips, core is engaged, arms out in front. Shoulders are relaxed, out. For 2 as we breathe in. For 2. And out. For 2. And in. For 2. And out. For 2. And in. For 2. Now, out. One more time. For 2. And in. Don't arch the back as we go up. For 2. Palms together. And down. For 2. And up. For 2. Core is engaged. Lower. For 2. Lift. For 2. Lower. For 2. Lift. For 2. Lower. For 2. Bring the arms behind. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway with a nice long spine. Engage the core. Pelvic floor as we come back up. Keep both feet pointing forward. Arms down along our sides. Lift the back heel. Sweeping up and down. Lifting the front toes. Make sure you're not on the edge of a mat underneath you. Okay. We'll balance. I can throw you off. Sweeping up and down. Staying connected with the ball of the foot behind, lifting the toes up. We're going to do one more. We're going to stay here. Reach up, lengthen. Now press the back heel down. As we do that, we shift forward through that front knee. Bring the fists to the lower back. Standing hip flexor stretch. Bring the fists to the lower back. Bring the elbows back and out and back and out, and back, and out, and back. Interlocking the fingers behind the back, open up to the chest. Receive a breath, keep the spine long as we fold part way. Nice long spine. Now bring the hands to the mat. Oops. Bring that right leg back. Watch that front knee. So we're going to do that spinal twist again. Right hand can be on a block or on the fist. Left arm up for 2 and lower for 2 to that left side. Sweeping it up for 2. Front with your head and gaze. Lower for 2 and up for 2 and lower for 2. Now we're going to sweep it up for 2. Stay here. Reach up to the sky as we breathe in. Remember, you can also drop to that right knee. Bring that arm across the lower back, reaching to the outside of that right hip. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. And bringing that left arm back up. Bring it to the mat. Planks. Bring that left leg back to meet the right. All right. So I'm going to stay here. You can drop to the knees or not. We're going to add to it. We're going to lower the right knee and the left and the right 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 and the left. Now let's lower the knees. I'm going to stay here and we're going to do some tricep push-ups. We want to keep those elbows in. I'm going to turn so you can see where my elbows are. They do not come out to the side. Okay? Lower for 2, lift for 2. Lower for 2, lift for 2. Lower for 2, lift for 2. Don't let that belly sag. Lift for 2. Elbows in. Lower for 2. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. Lift for 2. Let's do 2 more. Lower for 2. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. We're going to hold the hover here. Hold it for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you feel it? 1. Let's come the whole way down. Oh, yeah. And those triceps. All right. We'll do a little windshield wiper here. Release that lower back. It's raining out, so bring one forearm over the other. Let the chin rest here. Extend the legs. First, I'm going to do a little warm up for those legs. Right heel, flex. Pull the heel in, point, and extend. Left, flex. Pull it in, point, and extend. Right, flex. Pull it in, point, and extend. Right, left, flex. Pull it in, point, and extend. Right, flex. Pull it in, point, and extend. Left, flex. Pull it in, point, and extend. Now bend the knees at 90 degrees. Feet are in the air. Gently bring them over to the right and over to the left. Swaying back and forth. Nice and controlled. Feeling that element of water, nourishing our souls, cleansing and clearing out the old, refreshing, rejuvenating, whatever we need it to be today. Over to the right and over to the left. Extend those legs, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to do a little swan prep. So it'll be like these mini little cobras. We don't come the whole way up. Keep the elbows in, legs extended. Just lift up. As we lower, we lift the legs up behind us like we're bringing our nose to the mat. Lower the legs and lift. Elbows in. Lower the upper body, lift the upper body, lift the lower body. Lower the lower body, lift the upper body. And lower. Breathing in and out. I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to do a couple more of these. In and out. And out. Now in and back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Bring the hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Let everything release. Reach through those fingertips. In through the nose. And out through the nose. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Let's come into tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Do a little shoulder stretch here. First, tabletop, pull the belly into the spine. Bring that right arm in, turn the palm up, extend it through underneath that left arm. Left elbow is bent at 90 degrees, looking underneath that arm. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Start to feel this release through that right shoulder. Letting it flow the whole way down through the arm, through the fingertips. 3 times, we're going to pull that right hand into a fist and spread it open. Fist and open and fist and open. Let it relax. Bring that right arm in. Come back into tabletop. In between, round, create a little cat pose. Come back into tabletop. Bring that left arm in, turn the palm up and extend it through underneath that right elbow, bent at 90 degrees, looking underneath the elbow. Left ear and shoulder on the mat. 3 times, pull that left hand into a fist and release. Spread those fingers when you release it. Pull it into a fist. Now spread it, press through the palm, pull it into the fist as we breathe in. Exhale, let it release, let the arm relax. Another breath in and bring that left hand in. Stay here, receive a breath, another cat stretch. Round and arch. Now if we can, come into cow, letting the belly sag, lifting the chest and tailbone, and round in the cat. If it bothers your back in the cow, stay in a flat back, opening up. Exhale, round, opening the back of the heart. As we breathe in, we open the front of the heart. Exhale, round. Breathing in. Exhale, round. Breathing in. Now let's round and roll up the whole way, tucking the chin, coming the whole way up on those knees, hip width apart. Core is engaged, shoulders above the hips, arms down along our sides. We're going to do some windmills here. Sweeping the arms, palms facing in, up and around, and down. And up and around, and down. And up and around, and down. Bring our fists to our lower back. Gently pressing the hips forward. Keep the shoulders above the knees. So we're not leaning back. We don't want to do that. We want to shift the hips forward. Bring those elbows back like we're supporting our lower back. That nice deep stretch. Now we're going to come back into a rock pose. Bring those hips back over the heels. Let our torso rest in between our thighs. Extending arms, palms facing up. Open up to the chest. Let the shoulders relax. Fall gently over our thighs. And let the lower back start to open up with hips. Stay here for another breath, opening the middle back. And the ribs. Another breath in. Now extend those arms out in front, reaching through those fingertips. Let's flip our toes and raise our hips in a down dog. Bringing the hips up to the sky, releasing through the fingers, relax the shoulders. Bring the right leg up behind. 3-legged down dog. Bring the knee into the chest, thigh to chest, knee to nose. Extend behind, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Stay here, bend the knee, bring the foot over to the left side as we look underneath that right armpit. Opening that right hip. Extend that leg. Now we're going to shift forward into a plank. Keep those hips level. Keep that right leg extended out behind. See if we can hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot down. And come down into chaturanga in the hover and down to the mat. Keep those elbows in, press forward, pushing up into cobra. Let's come back into a child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, bring the hips back over the heels, extend your arms out in front. Receive a breath. Flipping our toes, raise our hips into down dog. This time we're going to turn forward. Bring those hips up to the sky. Release through the fingertips. Relax the shoulders. Bring the left leg up behind. 3-legged down dog. Pressing through that back heel. Receive a breath on the exhale. Bring the knee to the nose, thigh to chest. 3 more times. Extend behind. Exhale together. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. And exhale, knee to nose. Now we're going to do one more extend. See if we can shift forward. Core is engaged. Hips are level. Don't let the belly sag. If you need to drop that left foot down, you can. See if you can hold it for 8 more. 7. Left leg's extended. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now place the left foot down. Engage the core, elbows in as we come down into a hover. Hold the hover for 3, 2, 1, and down to the mat. Elbows in, press forward, push up into cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, hips back over the heels, extend the arms out in front. Let everything release. And slowly rolling up, coming up on those knees again. All right. We're going to do a little camel here. So we had warmed up earlier. Knees hip width apart. Let's curl the toes under. So we bring the heels closer. Remember, we don't sink back. First, let's just give ourselves a nice little stretch here. Press the hips forward. Bring that left arm across the lower back. Receive a breath. Then see if you can just reach back to that right heel and then press the hip forward. So we press the hip forward, bring that left shoulder back, opening the heart. Do not drop the head back. You can tip the chin up if you like. Receive a breath and release. Right arm across the lower back. Receive a breath. Reach behind for that left heel. Then press the hips forward. As we bring that right shoulder back, opening the heart. And back to center. We're going to deepen this. This time, as we reach back, we're going to, with that right heel, we're going to sweep that left arm up. Again, press the hip forward. Open the heart. And back. Reaching with that left heel, sweep that right arm up, press the hips forward. And that right hip, don't let it sink back. Opening the heart. And back. You can continue what you were doing. You can modify and just come here. You can come into a child's pose if you're done with it. Or full camel. Reach that left heel, reach the right, and then open up. Press the hips forward. Opening the heart a little bit deeper. Don't drop the head back. Taking a breath. Release one hand at a time. Sweeping that arm up and over. Sinking back in a rock pose. Bringing the torso to the thighs. Stretching out that lower back, countering the pose. Arms extended, palms facing up. Let your forehead come to the mat. Let yourself be supported by your own body, by Mother Earth, by each one of us here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Staying here for a few more breaths, feeling everything release and let go. Gently shifting the hips over to the right, coming back to center. Gently shifting the hips to the left, coming back to center. Now extend the arms out in front. We're going to sweep the arms. So start to sweep them around to the right side, getting that deeper stretch to that left side. And then look to the right past that right hip. Bring that right arm across the lower back to the outside of that left hip. And now turn your head and look underneath that left armpit to the left side. And then sweep that right arm back around, fountain head and gaze, back to center and around to the other side to the left. Staying here, looking back past that left hip. Receiving a breath. Bring that left arm across the lower back, reaching to the outside of that right hip. Another breath in. Now turn your head and look underneath your right armpit to the right side. And then looking back, sweeping the arms out in front. Let's flip our toes. Raise our hips into down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky. Release to the fingers. Relax the shoulders. Walk our hands back to the back of the mat. Lower the hips. Bring your hands to your thighs. Open up to the chest. Round and roll up. Tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up. Palms together. Hands to heart center. If you need some water, get some water. We're going to use the bar or the chair. We're going to do some balance. We're going to get some water. Remember, don't drop your head below your heart. Okay. Again, you could just use if you have a walking cane or a pole, a wooden pole. It doesn't need to have any weight. This is just the only thing I have. Or let's say you have a barbell system and you have that metal bar. Just using this for balance. All right. So let's bring the bar to the right side. I'm going to stand here, feet hip width apart alongside the bar. Core is engaged, shoulders are relaxed. First, let's bring the feet together. We're going to come into some Pilates breathing now. So pull the toes up, open the feet out like a V, press them down. Feel that activation through the external rotation through the legs, activation through the glutes, arms down along our side. We breathe in through the nose, expanding, opening up through the rib cage, the thoracic region of the body, exhaling out through the mouth. Letting it all go, activating the core. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Out through the mouth, sorry. That's the thing about doing the yoga and the Pilates. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Either way, we're still connecting with that breath internally, that mind-body connection. We're going to bring the legs a little bit wider now. So this Pilates stance, you should felt that activation, all right? Everything is engaged, and there is a band that runs below and above our belly buttons around our hips, so engaging that pelvic floor. All right, we're going to bring the legs a little bit wider. You can bring the bar out in front. You may not need to use a bar at all. It's just kind of nice to have it here. Shoulders relaxed, knees behind the toes. Let's lower and lift and lower. Keep the upper body nice and tall. Core is engaged. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Let's lower. Hold this here. Lift the right heel and the left. Lift the right heel and the left. Alternating. Right heel and the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and hold it. Pulse, pulse and lower. Pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, lower that right heel. Still in a little squat. Lift the left heel. Lower. Pulse, 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 pulse. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's come up. Walking those feet in. Bring that weight over to the right side, or that bar over to the right side. Now we're going to shift our weight over to that right leg. Core is engaged. So the left leg, very loose, toes are pointed. I'm going to bring it out in front, out to the side, behind, out to the side, and front, and side, and back, and side, and front, and side, and back, and side, and front, and side, and back, and side. Out in front. Stay here. Little lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Core is engaged. Bend the knee. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Now, little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg behind. Extend that arm out in front. Toes are either hovering or just lightly tapping. Extend. Together. Extend. Together. Extend like a diagonal. Together. Extend. Together. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay here. So you can stay here or you can shift forward. So you're holding on to that bar or the chair, stabilizing on that right leg. Little warrior 3. Left arm, left leg out in front and back. Receive a breath for that right leg. Maybe you're wobbling. That's fine. And then bring everything back to center. Shake those legs out. All right, I'm going to shift this mat a little bit. All right, core is engaged as we, especially if there's weight to this. So we bring this over to the other side. Or if you have a chair, move to the right side of the chair. See if I move it a little bit. All right. Core is engaged. Let's just march in place a little bit. Right, left, right, left. Core is engaged, left. And there's little crunches. In control. You should feel this. Right, left, right, left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Feet hip width apart. Shift the weight over that left leg. Right toes just hovering out to the side, behind, lightly tapping or not tapping at all. To the side and back, and the side and front and side and back and side and front and side and back and side and front and side and back. Let's stay here. Oh, wait. In front. Little lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to extend the leg back behind. Extend that right arm out in front. So arm and leg one diagonal line. Receive a breath. Exhale knee up as we bring the arm down. Extend. Together. Extend. Together. Extend. Together. Breathe in. And out. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now let's extend. Hold this here. Make sure you have your tube or your bar where you want it. Receive a breath. Stabilize on that left leg as we come forward. Right leg, right arm out in front and back. Nice long line. Head's in alignment with the spine. Stabilizing on that left leg. Reach for the fingers and the toes as we breathe in. Engage the core as we come back to center. Shake those legs out. Core is engaged. Shift that weight to the left leg. Bring that right knee up. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Bend. Little knee lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Shake those legs out. Let's bring that bar out in front. Little march. March wide. Feet angled to the side and the front. Let's bring those knees up a little bit wider, a little bit higher. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firmly plant those legs. Going to do little squats again. Watch those feet, watch the knee. Lower. A little bit deeper this time. Lower. Lift. Lower. Upper body's tall. Lift. Lower. Lift. Spine is nice and long. Sliding up and down against the wall. 3, 2, 1. All right. Hamstrings. Lift the right heel. Lift the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Stay here now with the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate left, right, left. Right, left, and control. Right, left, right. Now 8 on the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more alternating. 7, 6, 5. Nice and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just march wide. March it in. 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 All right, let's come back over to the left side of that chair or that bar. And if we have that ball, let's grab that ball. Again, if you don't have the ball, you don't need it. All right. So we're going to do a little side crunch. Shift our weight over that right leg. So the left toes are pointed to the side, left arm up. We're going to bring the elbow to knee. Extend. Whoop, I got to move back here. Okay, let's do it again. Extend. Together. Extend. Together. Extend. Together. So this is a side crunch. We're bringing it out to the side. If you have any hip issues, you know you're not supposed to do this. Either bring it out in front or Please modify and do something. 3, 2. Now we're going to do little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to do a little side stretch here. Feet hip width apart, sweep that left arm up and over. Yeah. Up and down and up and over and up and down and up and over. Pivot. Place the ball on the top of the bar or the chair and just shift your gaze, a little gentle twist. Don't let the feet move. Looking down that right leg, tucking the chin. And gently pull away. So you're going to feel that stretch, that upper back and shoulders. Bring that left arm up and down. We're going to stay here. Just reach down and up. Slide down to that left knee and up. Slide down and up. Sliding down the leg and up and 4. And there's obliques. 3 and 2 and 1. All right. Either walk to the other side or, again, if you have a heavy bar, engage that core, you bring it over to that left side. Standing to the right side, shift your weight over that left leg. Oops, make sure I don't hit the overhead legs. Now we kind of shift, turn that right leg so toes are pointing out to the side, a little side crunch. Back a little bit more. All right, so from the side, see it will kind of look like this. All right, again, listen to any hip issues you may have. Extend, together, extend, together. And we're not plopping that foot down. Toes are either hovering, or slightly tapping together. Extend. Remember that side crunch. Just open, close, open, close, open, close. Let's do 2 more. Open. Now this one. 8, 7, pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, both feet pointing hip apart, pointing forward. Sweep that right arm up and over and up. So it's like we're against that wall. Up, oops, and over, and up, and down, and up, and over, and up, and down. One more time, up and over. Now we're going to pivot. So we pivot the upper body, gentle twist. Lower body stays right where it was. Tuck the chin. Bring the ball to the top of the chair or the bar, and then pull away gently, pulling away, getting that upper back and shoulders, and that keep that left hip forward. Take a breath. Bring that right arm up and down to the side. We're going to reach down and up. Reach down to that right knee and up. Just sliding it down, over and lift, lower, lift, and 3. And 2, and 1, back. Okay, we're gonna, we got one more thing to do with the bar. Let's put the bar back over on the right. You can hold the ball if we like, we got it. Shift our weight over that right leg. Bring that left leg back behind. So, we're gonna lift it as we also lift the arm. So this little triceps here as we lift that leg back behind. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that leg out. Shake that arm out. Shift back over to the other side. Okay, shift the weight over that left leg. Little tricep resistance. Palm facing back. Right leg back behind. Little pulse. 8, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake the leg out. Shake the arm out. Now let's carefully either move away from the chair, move it, or put that bar down without dropping your head below your heart. All right. Start to do some movement here. Just bring that ball side to side. You're going to plant that foot. You're going to open up. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Elbows bent at 90 degrees. Control when we lower. Together. Left. Together. Open. Together. Open. Together. Open. Together. Now let's pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can go up. We're going to do side to side. Just kind of like what we did with the big ball. We'll step side to side, creating that smile with the ball. In, out. In, out. Breathing in, out, in, out. Let's do something real quick. Let's move any bars or anything we have out of the way, because we're going to add to this. All right, we're going to do some side. We're going to do 2 over and 2 back. All right, or you can stay with what you're doing here. Left, right, left, right, left. Get ready for movement. Right, left. And add a little jump if you like, or just laterally bring the ball up and over too. Make sure you don't hit anything overhead. Let's do 8. Full sets. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Remember, you don't need to jump. And 1. It's just a very small jump if you do. All right. We're going to do that other side with the opening. Let's march in place. Bring that ball back and forth. So we're just bringing it one side and the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this time, plant that left foot. Left elbow out, 90 degrees. Together. Open. Together. So do a couple. Get your balance. So not plopping that foot down. We'll do 8. Slow. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now 8 fast. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just march wide here. And we're going to stay here, nice and tall. I just got to adjust this a minute. Maybe adjust that. I don't know. All right. So, again, let's play squats. Upper body's tall. Lower, lift. While we lower, lift. Going to bring the ball out in front and in. And in, extend, and in, extend, in, extend, in, extend. Cores engaged, in. Watch those knees behind the toes. In, extend, in, extend. Now we're going to lower and hold. We're going to stay here. And while we're here, we're going to squeeze and release the ball. Shoulders relaxed. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Tension. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and hold. While we're holding the tension, 8 pulses down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hold, pelvic floor up and in. Hold, release. Bring that ball in, extend. All right, we're going to stay here and come in that little squat again. We're just going to do some little side to side here, little core. All right, just bring the ball side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up and in and up. When we lower, keep the knees behind the toes. Lift and lower. Sink hips back, lower. Come up on those toes if you like. Breathing in. Let's do 8 more. Heels lifted or not. 6. you don't want to come the whole way down to the ground, you don't need to. 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. All right. Okay. Let's march in place again. Whew. We're going to do some lunges. So let's make sure you got plenty of room. Nothing's in your way. When we come into that lunge, step forward. And we're going to add to it. First, we're just going to do the lunge. You lift up and lower and back. It's left, lower, up. So we'll just do some basic lunges right now. And when we come forward and lower, up, watch that front knee, forward. That back heel, watch your alignment. The knee behind is underneath the hip, underneath the shoulder. Left, lower, lift, and back, right, lower, lift, and back, left, lower, lift, and back. We're going to add to it the little turn. All right? Right, lower as we turn, lift, and back, left, turn to the left as we lower, lift, back, right, turn to the right, lift, back, left, turn to the left, lift, back, right, turn to the right, lift, back, left, turn to the left, lift, back, one more, step right, turn to the right, lift, back, step forward to the left, turn to the left, lift, and back. We're going to add to it. Okay, so we're going to come forward with a lunge and step back. Okay, and when we do that lift, we bring the knee up before we kick. All right, step forward and lunge back. You can use that ball. Bring it to the opposite side. Watch that lunge. Let's go slow. Then we'll go fast. Lift. Step back. So it's a step back lunge this time. Knee up and kick. Now you can stay slow or 8. Faster. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay back in this lunge. Get your proper form. 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Bring the ball up. Shoulders relaxed. Over. Back. Over. Back. A little side stretch. Over. Back. Over. Back. Over and hold. And hold. And hold. And back. All right, step forward. Now, the other side. First slow. Knee up. Step back. Make sure you have space behind you. Knee up. Step back. Knee up. Step back. Knee up. Step back. Knee up. Step back. 4 more here. Up. Watch that knee when you step back. Now you can stay slow, or let's go a little faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to stay here. Now we're going to do that little pulse. 8, 7, watch that front knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Bring the ball up. Over to the left and back. Over, back, over, back, over, back, and over, and hold. Go a little deeper if you want to sink down a little deeper in that lunge. And hold, and release. Both legs together. Just march it out. All right. Good. I'm going to check the time. We might need to get some water here. All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So please carefully get some water. Keep the head above the heart. Got a half hour left. You're going to cool down, come down, and then come to the mat for some yoga. So go ahead, give yourself that break. I'm going to switch the music. Yikes. You need to open a window. Just remember, we're going to cool down at the end. We will have Shavasana. We're going to keep our ball right now. Going to use it. Just adjusting my mats. I like to move around. All right. So come towards the front of the mat. Well, I'm going to stand back a little bit. Put the ball in the right hand. Bring it up and down and behind. Little range of motion. Up and over and down and behind. And up and over. Switching sides. Up and over and down and behind. Core is engaged. Up and over. Down and behind, and up and over, and down and behind. Bring the arms back behind. Open up the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together. Keep the spine long. If it feels right, hinge at the hips and fold halfway. Engage the core and the pelvic floor as we come back up. Let's just bring the ball to our heart center. Stand here, feet up width apart. You're going to anchor in, connecting with that deep yogic breath again as we breathe in through the nose, expanding the back of the throat, the Ujjayi breath, exhale, gently letting it out. Opening up through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space as we bring the arms up. Press the ball up to the sky. Exhale as we bring the ball back to heart center. Breathe in, bringing the ball up. Lengthening, exhale, bring it back to heart center. Breathing in as we reach up. Now we're going to do a little Pilates roll down. It's also a nice stretch. So we pull the belly into the spine, we tuck the chin, and we round. So we round and round. We roll down, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. And then we roll the ball out. Gaze out in front of the ball. Receive a breath. Lifting the hips now, round. Tuck the chin, tuck the belly in, rolling up, rolling the ball up the legs. Core is engaged. So we sweep the arms up. Reach up as we breathe in. Let's move to the back of the mat. Yeah. Reach up as we breathe in, tuck the belly in. Rolling down, tucking the gaze, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling the ball down, then roll the ball out. As you roll the ball out, keep that spine long. Bring the hips up. Feel that release the whole way through. The lower back, the spine, the arms, the fingertips, down the back, the legs. Receive a breath. Now exhale, rolling up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Keep your gaze into the belly. Pull the belly in. Keep the core engaged. Sweeping your arms up. Reaching up. If you want to come up on the toes, you can add to it. Stay on the toes while you roll down, or don't lift the toe. Don't stay on the toes. Then bring the heels down and then roll the ball out. So it's two moves here. Opening up as we breathe in. Now exhale, roll the ball back, and now tuck the chin. Continue to roll the ball up. The belly into the spine, core is engaged, sweeping your arms up. And one more time, rolling down, one vertebrae at a time. It's like a slow motion gold medal dive into the pool. Standing the ball. Now we tip our chin. We look out towards the ball as we breathe in. Exhale, rolling up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time, rolling the ball up. The gaze in the belly, core is engaged. We don't arch the back as we bring the arms up. Reach up to the sky, fold over to the right. Come back to center, reach up, fold over to the left. Up, bring the ball down behind the back. sweep it up and over. As we breathe in, passing it down behind. If you have any shoulder restrictions, just do one side and the other. If you can't pass it behind, up and over, reach up to the sky. This time fold over to the left. And up and over to the right. Sweeping the arms down. Bring the ball behind the back. Open up to the chest. Now hinge at the hips and fold forward. Coming the whole way forward, bringing the arms up and the ball behind. And then put the ball to the side. We are done with the ball. Bring the hands to the mat. We're going to walk ourselves out into a plank. All right, we're going to hold this plank. We're going to come to that right knee. Bring that right hand in and open up to a side plank. When we come to that side plank, we want those hips stacked. Left leg's extended, left foot pointing forward. Just underneath this time. And make sure that right hand or fist is underneath the shoulder. Bring that left arm up to the sky. We're going to stay here. Reach up to the sky, and then we're going to tuck this arm, scoop it down underneath that ribs, and then sweep it back up as we breathe in. Follow through head and gaze. Exhale as we scoop it under, looking towards the mat. Breathe in as we sweep it up. Exhale as we scoop it under. Breathe in as we sweep it up. And then extend it out past our ear, reaching. One nice line. Rotate that left hand 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. And then we're going to bring that left arm up. We're going to bring it back to the mat. We're going to turn forward. We're going to lift that back knee, come into that plank. Receive a breath, drop to that left knee. Bring that left hand in just a little bit. Make sure it's underneath. This time I'm going to turn sideways. So we're going to drop to that knee. Make sure that left hand is underneath the shoulder and we pivot. So that right foot is pointing forward, hips are stacked, right arm up. So you see how my left hand is underneath the shoulder. You don't want it out in front. Right arm up. Breathing in, exhale, scoop it down underneath. Follow through head and gaze. Breathe in as we sweep it up to the sky. Exhale, scoop it down and under. We only go up, straight up from the shoulder, no further back. Exhale, scoop it down and under. Breathe in as we sweep it up. Reach up, now extend it out past our ear. Reaching, if you look up, you should see your elbow. Rotating that right hand 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Reach for those fingers as we breathe in. And then bring that right arm up. Come back to center. Center your hips. Lift that back knee. Now you have the option to stay here or drop to the knees. If you do, don't let the belly sag and don't lift the hips. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. Into the nose and out through the nose. Into the nose, out through the nose. One more time. In through the nose. Now come down into chaturanga. In a hover, elbows against the ribs, and down to the mat. Let's stay here. And let's come onto our forearms. Little Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath our shoulders, pressing through the palms, legs extended, opening up the heart. Press the hips down into the mat. Gaze out in front. It's a micro stretch for the back. Receiving a breath. Keeping the elbows bent, extending arms out. Spreading the fingers. Now feel this opening through the midsection. As we shift the weight forward through the upper body and the fingertips and back through the lower body and the toes. In through the nose. And then on the exhale, shifting everything in towards each other, tucking the chin, looking back towards the chest. Back to center. Bring the elbows in, pressing through the palms. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows against the ribs. Let's press up into cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Bring the hips back over the heels. Extending arms out in front. Let everything release. Slowly rolling up. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to come to seated. Cross our legs. Sit bones balanced, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do some rotations. So, hands lightly on the knees. It's called a Sufi grind. This gets the spinal fluid moving up and down the spine. So, we're not lifting the hips. We're going to keep them connected. Shoulders loose. We're going to start from right to left. Leading with the chest. And then sweeping around, creating that rounding. Breathing in, opening up, leading with the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and then back up, tucking the chin. Breathing in as we sweep it around. Exhale as we come back. Let's do 3 more of these. Nice flow. Breathing in and out. And in and out. So let's come back to center. Sit up tall. Bring your left hand to the mat. Sweep that right arm up and over. And up and down. And up and over. And up and down. One more time. Up and over. And up and down. Reach behind. Reach for that left wrist. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or come forward. Leading from the hinging at the hips. Leading with the heart. Being pulled out of our seat, engage the pelvic floor and the core as we come back to center. Let's bring the hands behind, bring those knees up, extend the legs. Heels together, open the feet out like a V. All right, elbows behind, and hold this balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now cross your legs the other way. The way that feels weird. And if you're not sure, go to how you normally do and then switch them. Now I'm not sure which is which. Yeah, see? I went to the normal one. Your mind can trick you. All right. Right hand to the mat. Oh, we got to do those grinds again, the other way. All right, this time from left to right. So, hips connected, shoulders, elbows loose. From left to right, leading with the left, leading with the right, and then rounding, complete the circle. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. This feels so good. Spine. Breathing in, waking it up, and out. Breathing in and out. We'll do a couple more. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, back to center. Sit up tall. This time right hand to the mat. Sweep that left arm up and over and up and down and up and over and up and down. Keep that left hip down. Up and over and up and down and behind. Reach for that right wrist. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips as we come forward. Bring the arms up behind us. Leading with the heart. Engage the core and the pelvic floor as we come back up. Let's extend the legs out into a V, into a Y. We're going to do a little spine stretch, which is a Pilates move and also a nice stretch for the spine. You can bring it not too wide. Just bring the feet maybe width apart, maybe a little bit wider. We're going to use the ball. You can even put a block, if you like, in between your legs. Whatever helps. When we do this, I'm going to turn sideways. We start and end with a nice long spine, and then we round. We do not come forward. We're not coming forward. We're going to use that ball. Or that ball of yarn, or block. Shoulders are relaxed. 3 full sets. Breathing in as we round, upper back and shoulders. On the exhale, we reach forward through the ball, tuck the chin, gaze into the belly. It's like we're pressing our lower back into an imaginary wall. And then breathe in as we slowly start to straighten 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Breathe in as we round, upper back and shoulders. Exhale, reaching forward, pressing back. Breathing in as we slowly start to straighten. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Feel the lengthening of the spine. Breathe in as we round, upper back and shoulders. Really feel that rounding. So we're stretching each vertebrae, decompressing, reaching forward, pressing back like traction. And then breathe in as we slowly start to straighten. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Bring the ball in. Keep the core engaged. And extend. As the ball comes in, the elbows out, come out to either side. And extend. Ball in. And extend. And the ball in halfway. We're going to do roller ball. So, ball's in halfway, wrap the fingers around the ball. Roll it away as we breathe in. Exhale as we roll it back. Breathe in as we roll it away. Exhale, roll back. If you're here and you don't want to be on the floor, you can sit in the chair for some of these if you like. we're not coming up anymore. So rolling it away. So as you see, this goes the whole way up to the shoulders. Roll it away, works through all the tendons and ligaments. One more time. Roll the ball away from us. Roll it back. Bring the elbows in. And let's remove the block and remove the ball. Checking the time here. All right. Let's bring the feet out in front. The knees bent. Hands on our shins. Coming back into that V-sit. Activating the core here. Extending arms. Reaching forward for 2 and back for 2. Only the lower lumbar. Tuck the gaze into the belly. Breathing in as we reach out in front. Exhale, round and roll away. Breathing in as we reach out in front. Exhale, round and roll back. Tucking the chin. Now one more time. Coming forward. This time we're going to roll the whole way back. Nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time in control. Coming the whole way down to the mat. The knees bent. Open the arms out to either side and let the palms fall open. Bring the feet together and let the knees just open out to either side. Bottoms of the feet together. Feel this gentle opening and releasing. Hips, shoulders, the heart. Feel that connection. All 4 corners of the feet connecting with each other. Pressing those feet together. Let them release and still be connected. Now let's bring the palms together from our heart space, pointing up in prayer. Press the palms together as we breathe in. Now let the tension release while the palms are still connected. Now we're going to do both together. We're going to press the bottoms of the feet, press the palms. Breathing in, activating. Exhale, let it all release. Bring the arms out to either side. Let the shoulders relax. Bring the knees up. Keep the left knee bent. Extend the right leg. Point the toes. Sweep the right leg up and gently bring it back. Walking up the back of the leg. Point the toes and flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. Rotating that foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Lift and lengthen. Gently bring it back a little bit deeper. Receiving the breath. Bring that leg across the top of that left thigh. Ankle is just resting there. Receive a breath on the exhale. Little thread the needle. Lift upper and lower body. Bring your right arm in between your legs. Interlock your fingers behind your left hamstring. See if you can come into a little ball. Lifting the shoulders, lifting the tailbone. Bringing the chin to the shin. Receive a breath and slowly bringing the lower body down. Bringing the upper body down. Hugging the legs, pulling them in a little bit deeper. And then pressing the tailbone down. Bring both hands to the outside of that right knee as we breathe in. And on the exhale, bring the knee over to the center of the chest. Giving ourselves a gentle hug. 2 options here. You can continue. We're going to come into a twist. You can either continue to cross that right leg over the left. Bring both arms out to either side from your shoulders with your palms down. And then on the exhale, gently bring the knees and legs over to the left as we turn our head and gaze over to the right. If this is too much, uncross your legs, bring them in a tabletop, and then bring the legs to the left as we turn our head to the right. Keeping that right shoulder down. Another breath in. I'll stay here and open the palms as we release a little bit deeper. Another breath in, engage the core as we bring everything back to center. Unwind. Bring the right foot down, keep the right knee bent, extend the left leg, point the toes, sweep the left leg up, walk the hand up behind the leg, gently pulling it back. Point the toes, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Lift and lengthen. Now bring that leg across the top of that right thigh. We're going to come in to thread the needle. Receive a breath. On the exhale, lift upper and lower body. Bring your left arm in between your legs. Interlock your fingers behind your right hamstring. And see if you can come a little deeper. Shin to chin, lifting the tailbone, lifting the shoulders. Gaze into the belly as you breathe in. On the exhale, bringing everything down to the mat, still holding on to the legs. And then pull the legs in, lifting that tailbone as we breathe in. And on the exhale, pressing the tailbone down. Now release. Bring both hands to the outside of that left knee as we breathe in. And on the exhale, gently bring the knee over to the center of the chest, giving ourselves that hug. Another breath in. You can either unwind, come into tabletop, knees at 90 degrees, or receive a breath. See if you can cross that left leg over a little bit deeper. Now open both arms out to either side. Receive a breath. And gently go into that twist as you bring the knees and legs over to the right as you turn your head and gaze over to the left. Keep that left shoulder down. If you've crossed the legs and it doesn't feel right, please uncross. Another breath in. Now open the palms as you go a little deeper. Letting go of any of those restrictions. Unwinding, or not unwinding. Still winding our way. Intertwining. Let's do that. Intertwine. Another breath in. Now engage the core as we come back to center. Now gently unwind. And let's extend the legs. Extend the arms up overhead. We're going to create a nice big body stretch here. Reaching through the fingers and the toes. Being pulled apart in opposite directions as we breathe in. Feel our spine decompressing and gently let everything release. Create a diamond around our head, fingertips together over the crown of the head, elbows out to either side. Heels together, feet naturally open. Looking towards the sky as we breathe in. On the exhale, turn our head to the right. Stay here for that next nourishing inhale. And on the exhale, let any tension in our neck or our shoulders relax. Breathe in as we come back to center, looking towards the sky. And on the exhale, turning our head to the left. Another breath in. Now on the exhale, let go of any tension we're holding in our neck and our shoulders. Bring the head back to center. Sweeping the arms down. Bring that right knee into the chest. Give ourselves a nice hug. Thigh to chest. Wrap your arm around your shin. Rotate that right foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Wrap that right arm around the shin. Bring that left arm out to the side. Receive a breath. And on the exhale, see if you can gently open that right leg out to the side. Don't force it. Opening up that inner thigh. And then gently bring the bottom of the foot down to the inside of that right leg into a resting tree, knee out to the side. And then open both arms out to the sides, the palms open. Looking at the sky, receiving a breath. Feel that gentle rain nourishing our roots. Clearing off any dust that's accumulated on our branches and our leaves and our blooming trees. Sweeping the arms down. Bringing that right knee up. Extend that right leg. Receive a breath. When I exhale, bring the left knee in. Wrap your arm around your shin. Give yourselves a nice hug. Rotate that left foot 3 times one way. Thigh to chest. 3 times the other way. And then wrap that left arm around that shin. Bring that right arm out to the side. Left arm around the shin. Right arm out to the side with the palm down. Receive a breath. And then wherever it feels right, gently open this left leg out to the side. You can also point the toes of that right leg that's extended, if you like. Another breath in, and gently bring the bottom of the foot to the inside of that right leg as we come into our resting tree. This time, open both palms. Now open the arms up like branches, like a bee. And then spread those fingers. Feel those beautiful flowers that we are, that beauty within us blooming and expanding. Let the shoulders, let the fingers, let the wrists and the arms relax. And feel this nourishment. Breathe into it. We're going to breathe in and out with the tree. Breathing in the oxygen that it emits. And then sending that CO2, nourishing it, creating this cycle of life into that tree so it can continue to nourish us as we continue to nourish it and all of the earth. Sweeping the arms down. Bring that left knee up. Coming into Shavasana. You can extend the legs. You can be in corpse pose if you like. Heels together. Feet open to either side. You can bend your knees if you like, releasing the lower back. You can also, it's really nice, lifting the hips, bringing the block underneath. You can bring the legs up. If you're against a wall, you can bring your mat to the wall and let your legs rest against the wall. This really releases a lot of tension through the sacrum and the lower back, pelvic area. So maybe you want to try a few of these for each breath or a few breaths. And then allowing yourself, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Close your eyes. Arms out at 90 degrees, palms 45 degrees, palms open. Gently let yourself integrate and settle into wherever you want to be. So we breathe into the nose and out through the nose, expanding the back of the throat. Ujjayi breath. Keeping our eyes closed. We can start wiggling our fingers and toes. Moving our hands and feet. Bringing awareness to our bodies, to this space. The sound of our breath. The beat of our heart. And the earth underneath us. This interchange of life and breath with Mother Earth and all the inhabitants. Gently rolling onto one side or the other for a calm day. Ahead onto your right side as it opens up the left nostril. Or for an active day, roll onto your left side and open up the right nostril, or whichever way you're guided. Let yourself be here for about 6 breath cycles. Anchoring in to Mother Earth. Nice deep nourishing inhales. Nice deep nourishing exhales. Gently in your own time. Remember, you're at home, so if you don't want to move, you can stay right there. Or you can gently, with your eyes closed, come back to seated, one hand at a time, one vertebrae at a time. Gently coming back to center. And once we're seated, let's sit up nice and tall. Bringing our palms together, rubbing them, creating that heat and warmth, that activation. Once they're nice and warm, place them over our eyes, allowing our eyes to flutter open, getting used to the light as we slowly start to tap back and forth across our forehead, over to our temples. Very lightly rubbing little circles. Open our mouth, let our jaw relax, our face relax, and our mind release, and gently let go. Like a mental massage. Clearing things out. As we nourish ourselves. Gently tapping across those eyebrows. Just 2 little indents at the inside of each eyebrow, or sinus pressure points. Press in here, breathe in real deep through the nose. And on the exhale, tap lightly down the outside of the nose, across the tops of the cheekbones, back and forth, lightly down the cheeks, down to the chin, lightly down the throat, down to the breastbone where our thymus gland lies, our immunity balance. So tapping here, rubbing little circles, boosting our immunity for the day, activating our heart space, clearing out any congestion, opening our hearts. And this is where our T cells are. So our thymus gland, right now, everyone's buying up all the immune boosters off the shelves. We have it all right here. We have everything we need within us. And even though our thymus gland starts to shrink over time, this is why we want to keep activating and strengthening it, boosting it. So don't be afraid to tap, even using our fists. Let's tap a little bit more. Breathing in good health, immunity, love, strength, balance, resiliency. Exhaling out any fear, any weakness, any sickness, any worries, any stressors that causes illness. Letting it go. And let our fingers just settle here. We're going to do those tones for our heart, boosting a little bit more. A-H, ah. So don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Let it out. 3 times, 3 different tones. First one, expanding, opening the heart center. Let's receive a breath in. The next one, sending that love out through our sound current, through our root systems, to each one of us here, to Mother Earth, to all those connected virtually, because we're all connected. Sending love wherever, whomever. Another breath. And last but not least, remembering to honor, nourish, and love ourselves unconditionally no matter what. Let's receive the love. Let's receive another breath. Let's bring our palms together, hands to heart center. I honor the place in you in which the whole universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love and truth and light and peace. When you are in that place in you and I'm in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with these classes. I know they're longer. I'm using this time to really incorporate different things together. We have time. We're here. We're stuck at home, especially on these rainy days. So, you know, can always try new things. Again, always remember to go at your own pace. Thank you all for being here. Love you guys. Namaste.